Imagine checking into a luxury hotel after a long journey. Soft lights in the hallway, antique furniture, and walls that seem to whisper stories from another time. Around the world, there are hotels famous not only for their elegance, but for the chilling legends that surround them. These locations have hosted royalty, celebrities, and ordinary travelers. Yet many guests report experiences that go far beyond a comfortable stay. From unexplained footsteps echoing in empty corridors to doors opening on their own, these hotels have become symbols of paranormal folklore. Over decades, stories accumulated, were documented, repeated, and in some cases investigated by researchers and historians. What makes these hotels so fascinating is the combination of real historical events, tragic pasts, and architecture that seems to preserve memory itself. In this journey, we explore the most haunted hotels on the planet, places where history and mystery coexist, and where a single night can feel far longer than it should. One of the most infamous haunted hotels is the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, USA. Built in the early 20th century, this grand structure is widely known for inspiring Stephen King's novel, The Shining. Guests and staff have reported hearing children laughing in empty hallways, piano music playing with no musician present, and lights turning on and off without explanation. Room 217 is particularly famous, associated with sightings of a former housekeeper who reportedly appears and vanishes without a trace. Historical records confirm that accidents and sudden illnesses occurred during the hotel's early years, feeding the legends that followed. Paranormal investigators have documented unexplained electromagnetic fluctuations and disembodied voices, whether viewed as psychological suggestion or something more. The Stanley Hotel remains one of the most documented cases of alleged supernatural activity linked to a real, well-preserved location. Crossing the Atlantic, the ancient Ram Inn in England is often described as one of the most haunted accommodations in the world. Dating back to the 12th century, the building was constructed on land believed to be a pagan burial ground. Over centuries, it served as a priest's residence and later as an inn, accumulating stories of dark rituals, sacrifices, and violent deaths. Visitors frequently report sudden drops in temperature, unseen hands pulling at their clothes, and intense feelings of being watched. Several rooms are associated with specific apparitions, including a monk, a witch, and the spirit of a young girl. Historical research confirms that the region was once linked to ritual practices, adding weight to the myths. The inn's age, combined with its preserved medieval structure, contributes to an atmosphere where imagination and recorded history blur. In Asia, the Bioki Sky Hotel in Bangkok stands out for a different reason. Built as one of the tallest buildings in Thailand, its construction was marked by fatal accidents, which later fueled stories of restless spirits. Guests have described hearing knocks on doors late at night, seeing shadows in mirrors, and experiencing malfunctioning electronics without explanation. Certain floors are avoided by some staff members, who claim unusual activity increases after midnight. While the hotel operates as a modern luxury destination, its legends persist, shared quietly among employees and curious travelers. Reports often focus on feelings of unease rather than visual apparitions, a phenomenon commonly associated with alleged hauntings. The contrast between contemporary design and lingering stories of tragedy makes this hotel a powerful example of how recent history can generate lasting supernatural narratives. In Latin America, the Hotel del Salto in Colombia offers one of the most haunting backdrops imaginable. Overlooking the Tiquandama Falls, this former luxury hotel was abandoned after becoming associated with numerous suicides. Locals claim that spirits of those who leaped from the cliffs still roam the halls. Visitors have reported whispers, apparitions near windows, and overwhelming sadness when inside the building. Environmental researchers later confirmed that pollution contributed to the hotel's closure, but the legends had already taken hold. Today, restored as a museum, the structure preserves its eerie reputation. Across continents and cultures, these haunted hotels share a common thread: real events transformed into enduring myths. They continue to attract travelers, not despite their dark stories, but because of them, standing as monuments to humanity's fascination with the unknown. Another location that consistently appears in reports of paranormal activity is the Hotel Cecil, located in downtown Los Angeles. Opened in the 1920s, the building quickly became associated with a long history of unexplained deaths, criminal cases, and disappearances. Over the decades, guests have reported seeing figures in hallways, hearing voices coming from empty rooms, and experiencing an overwhelming sense of dread during the night. Several serial offenders are historically linked to stays at the hotel, and multiple tragic incidents were officially recorded by authorities. These documented events helped shape the hotel's dark reputation, transforming it into a symbol of urban horror. Investigators suggest that the concentration of traumatic events in one place may contribute to the intense psychological atmosphere reported by visitors. The Hotel Cecil illustrates how real, verifiable history can fuel stories that persist long after renovations and rebranding attempts. In Japan, the ryokan hotels near Aokigahara Forest carry a quieter, but equally disturbing reputation. These traditional inns, designed for peace and contemplation, are located near an area historically associated with death and isolation. Guests have reported hearing footsteps on tatami floors late at night, sensing presences in empty rooms, and experiencing vivid, unsettling dreams. Staff members often avoid discussing specific rooms, following cultural customs that respect spirits and unresolved energies, while the ryokans maintain impeccable hospitality standards. The surrounding environment heavily influences the stories shared by travelers. Historical records confirm that the forest has long been associated with tragedy, reinforcing the narratives connected to nearby lodgings. These locations demonstrate how cultural beliefs, geography, and history combine to shape unique forms of haunted folklore. Across the globe, haunted hotels continue to attract attention because they exist at the intersection of reality and legend. Each building carries layers of human experience, including joy, ambition, loss, and fear. Over time, these layers transform into stories that are passed down, recorded, and amplified by media and popular culture. Paranormal claims may vary from visual apparitions to subtle sensations, but they often follow consistent patterns linked to specific locations within each hotel. Historians, psychologists, and investigators analyze these patterns to understand why certain places generate stronger reactions than others. Whether interpreted as environmental influence, collective memory, or unexplained phenomena, haunted hotels remain powerful symbols of humanity's attempt to understand what lingers after history is written. They stand not only as destinations, but as reminders that some stories refuse to stay silent. As we reach the end of this journey through the most haunted hotels on the planet, one question remains unanswered. Would you dare to spend a night in any of these places? Around the world, these buildings continue to operate, welcome guests, and preserve their histories. While their legends grow stronger with every new testimony, each story you heard today is part of a much larger puzzle, one that mixes documented facts, human psychology, and mysteries that still defy explanation. Now, it's your turn to take part in this exploration. If you enjoyed uncovering these chilling locations, make sure to like this video so it reaches more curious minds. Subscribe to the channel to continue traveling with us through the darkest and most fascinating mysteries on Earth. And most importantly, leave a comment telling us which haunted hotel disturbed you the most, or share a location we should investigate next. Until the next journey, remember, some doors should never be opened, and some rooms are never truly empty.